Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to look at getting started with the Ossiarch Bonereapers in Warhammer Age of Sigmar, using the Mortisan Elite Spearhead box set as a starting point. Today's video is sponsored by Gap Games, a fantastic miniature wargaming store in Queensland, Australia. They stock a wide variety of miniature wargames from all things Games Workshop to some of my personal favourites, Conquest of the Last Argument of Kings, and all things Modifius wargames as well. Use our affiliate code in the link below to help support both this fantastic store and the channel as well. Leading the box set is a Mortisan Ossifector. This is a Wizard 1 Ossiarch character, so it can cast one spell in both yours and your opponent's turn if you choose to use the counter spell command. And you've also got things like 5 health, 5-inch move, 4+ save, all that sort of stock standard. And you've also got 2 damage on your 3 attacks with crit 2 hits in there as well, which is pretty stock standard for Ossiarch Bonereapers. Your Refined Creations ability is allowed to be used once per turn per your army. This means that only one Ossifector can do this ability in your army per turn. And you pick a friendly Gothstar Harvester or either of the 2 Morghast units, hold within 12, and roll a dice on a 3+, adding 1 to their rend. This is a pretty cool ability, and like most things death, you do have a 6+ ward save there as well for some built-in extra defense. Next are the Immortis Guard. These are 4 health, 5-inch move, 3+ save infantry units. That's sort of like an elite heavy infantry. They've got a 6+ ward there as well, like all things death, but their Dread Halberds are pretty nice in combat. 3 attacks each, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s as well, with Ren 1, damage 2, and of course crit 2 hits. The ability though is Soulbound Protectors, which allows them to protect nearby characters. You add 1 to ward rolls for friendly Ossiarch Bonereaper heroes or while they're within combat range of this unit. However, each time you make a ward roll of 1, you do take some damage on this unit instead. The alternate option then are the Necropolis Stalkers. These are the other option we can build from the same kit as our guard. Now they've got 4 health, they've got a 6-inch move, so slightly faster, and a 4+ save. Now you've got 4 attacks on these with 3s to hit and wound, rend 2, damage 1. So you've got more attacks, more rend, but less damage. They do have crit 2 hits there, but they've also got a big ability called Quadrarch Aspects, which you use in any combat phase, and this allows you to pick any of the following effects to apply. So you pick one of these, 4 different ones. You can either subtract 3 from enemy control scores, subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks targeting a unit. Ward rolls can't be made against their attacks, which is a really nice one, or they can gain anti-hero +1 rend while they're within combat range of an enemy hero, which is really nice. This allows them to sort of take out enemy heroes, but also can make them quite defensively good. The ward roll ability as well is really nice in combination with some other hard-hitting units as well. Lastly, in the box set, we have the Morghast Archai. Now they are 6 health, a 10-inch move, so quite fast considering all our other units are pretty much half of that movement. Their spirit weapons do have crit 2 hits and also anti-monster, giving us a way to take down some big threats in our opponent's force. Rend 2, damage 3 on their attacks is really nice, and they've also got Ebon Raw armor. This means they have a ward 3+ against any sort of damage inflicted by spells, prayers, or the abilities of manifestations. However, if you make a successful ward roll for this unit, or if this unit destroys an enemy manifestation, you can give this unit an arcane charge token, and they can't have more than 1 of those though at once. Now, Discharge Armor is what we use those arcane charge tokens for, where we can pick a friendly Ossiarch Bonereaper Wizard wholly within 12 inches of this unit, and we remove their token and add 1 to the casting rolls for the rest of the turn to that wizard. So, pretty cool way. If your opponent targets them, we actually get benefits, so it sort of deters your opponent from wanting to target this unit. They also have Fly there as well, and that pretty much means that they just ignore all upwards movement. They just move flat horizontal across the table. Now, where to go next? And the one thing that sort of fits in those points and keeps with the theme of sort of all these big parts of the army is the Mortek Crawler. First of all, this is going to give us some nice range. Its Dread Catapult does have a 24-inch range, 4 attacks, 4s, 2s, Ren 1, damage, D3 +2, with anti-infantry +1 Ren, making a Ren 2 against infantry, and crit 2 hits in there as well. Range is really nice. Its Deadly Barrage ability means we pick an enemy unit that was targeted by all of this unit's shooting attacks this phase, so if we sort of make sure all their shots go on the same unit, we roll a dice and getting to add 1 if we've got a Mortisan Ossifector near it, which we will because we've got one in the force, And on a 4+, we give Strike Last to an enemy unit. So if we're not taking that enemy unit out with the shooting, we can sort of make sure that we're going to go in there with a unit and wipe them out due to them having Strikes Last. And so the list we've gone for building today is having us use the Mortisan Council as our battle formation. This gives us Necrotic Symphony, and the passive ability here is just +1 to cast to all our wizards. +1 to cast is really nice. Yes, it doesn't affect our whole army, but not a lot of the Bonereaper ones do affect sort of a larger force like we have with no monsters, so +1 to cast is really going to come in useful. Our first and only regiment in the force, seeing as we've got a lot of heavy elite units, is just going to have our Mortisan Ossifector as our only hero. We've got the heroic trait, the Aura of Sterility, and the artifact of power, the Load of Saturation, to boost our powers. But for units, we then have Immortis Guard, Morghast Archai, Necropolis Stalkers, and the Mortek Crawler all in there as well. We hope this video was helpful in getting you started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any other questions at all, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all our future Warhammer Age of Sigmar content.